made us decide to set up Mobilefliks. As a production company, Eagle Productions looked at the terrain of media, old media versus new media. If you look at the statistics, everything shows that, you know, mobile phones is really the future. In 2015, it's estimated that more people will have mobile phones than electricity. In 2016, it's estimated that we would have over 1 billion mobile phones on the continent. Actually, as we speak now, the African continent has overtaken Latin America to become the second largest mobile market in the world. So you look at this and you think, you know, the mobile phone has become the gadget of choice for the African young person. And if you're in media, you see that future and you want to be in that future. If you are in Africa and you have your phone, there isn't a lot that you can do with that phone. So we thought about it, and we came from the premise of the success of film. We are, you know, primarily filmmakers. Many of us here at Eagle Productions, we have training in filmmaking, and we thought, look at the statistics. I mean, African movie industry led by Nigeria is the second largest industry in the world. So, you know, 80% of the film watched on the continent, I watched African movies made by Africans. Africans love African stories.
Why are we having this conversation? Admit it!
We looked at the mobile phone and we looked at how it's transforming lifestyles, and we looked at the opportunities in the film industry and the problems in the film industry, including distribution and all of that, and we thought there is a real opportunity here. What content will Mobilefliks offer users? So first of all, Mobilefliks are short movies made for the mobile phones. Now, if you go to www.mobilefliks.com, you can actually go onto Google Play and download the app. We're also developing the platform for your BlackBerry phone and your iPhone. Now, we looked at, you know, Mobilefliks is movies and series. We build it from scratch for the mobile phone. A Mobileflik is typically 10 minutes. So when you look at a 10-minute film or a 5-minute film, some of the series are 5 minutes. When you look at it, it has all the features of a full movie. So you have all the acts. You have Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. You have the setup, the conflict, and the resolution, all embedded within that time. So we've come up with an innovative model that we think will change the way people use their mobile phones on the continent. And we did research and we looked at the kind of stories people are interested in. People are interested in love stories, people are interested in thrillers, people are interested in different genres. So for instance, you can get a story that speaks to someone who is excited about love stories. You can get a thriller. For instance, we have a story where you have a couple of young people go to a party and you're having fun, and at the end of the day, one of them is killed, and each of them has a motive for the murder. So that will appeal to a certain type of person. We have a love story, a lady who, you know, in our societies, typically in our African societies, having a child is a big deal. And so she's unable to have a child, and she has an affair with her husband's brother because she's desperate. How can users get Mobilefliks? We have made it available on several platforms. First and foremost, we want to make it really user-friendly. We are developing it for various platforms, so it doesn't matter which phones you have. Once you have a smartphone, if it's an Android phone, if it's a BlackBerry, if it's an iPhone, no matter which part of the world you are in, you can actually, you know, use whatever payment system. The movies are really, really affordable. What are the times that you would typically use a mobile phone? If you're sitting on the bus, if you're in the salon, if you're at lunch, in Africa, if you don't have lights. How will you pay for the Mobilefliks? So you can use your units. One of the reasons why we're working with the networks is if you're in Africa, then you can use your units. So if you're in Ghana or Nigeria, those are the first markets that we are releasing in. You can use your MTN units or your Airtel if you're in Antigua. If you're anywhere else in the world, you can use various forms of payments. We came up with this innovation, and we know where we are going, and it's just going to pick up from here. And eventually, we think that we are going to be fighting to meet market demand.